All right, anyways. All right, boys. Well, I don't know how much banter you heard at the beginning because Dave was too busy fucking with the piano. Levi was ordering pizza, and Norman was reciting the Grinch word for word. So here we are. Welcome to lap 45. Dave's still fucking singing. Of a white Christmas. Welcome to lap 45, everyone. We're here for the Christmas episode. Okay, anyways.
Merry Christmas.
Oh yeah, dude. It's the what is it? What do we say? It's the Tyler Reddick episode. So
Yep.
Yeah. And apparently he's a, what did you say?
I don't even want to go see that again. Hopefully you don't catch it in the first. Leave it alone.
Anyways, we're gonna update you on some stuff that's not really happening in the racing world really quick, and then I don't know, we're gonna talk about some Christmas stuff because why
It's
not?
Christmas. We miss you.
Hell yeah, dude! Merry Christmas. Hopefully Dave gets it out before Christmas, but if not, hopefully you've already
Happy
opened
New
presents
Year.
there. Yeah, Happy New Year, maybe.
Yeah, sorry.
It might be 2024 by the time you hear this, but hopefully not. It's December 22nd at the moment right now. Crisp 7 p.m. Central Standard Time.
Oh, no. Don't put a marker on it.
Wow.
Just in case you want to know. But yeah, no, I was going to run through some real quick. I got the only news that we have for NASCAR at the current moment is that they officially landed the deal for the new media rights. So I don't know if you guys know, but it's still currently on the old one with, you know, the Fox and NBC split until the end of 2024. So this will cover from 2025 until 2031. It is a 7-year agreement. So at the current moment in time, it did increase a ton. It's a 1.1 billion per year price tag is up. It's up $820 million per year from the previous NASCAR media rights deal, which is crazy. That's huge. So essentially, Fox Sports will carry out the first 14 races of the NASCAR Cup Series season each year. This, keep in mind, I'm only talking about the Cup Series. I don't know anything about Xfinity and trucks yet. So you will be able to see the Daytona 500, and then the next 13 races, so 14 total. And after that, Prime Video will pick up 5 events exclusively. And then going from there, they will be going to, I think it's the 5 races after that will be on TNT. And then NBC Sports will carry out the remaining 14 races of the year. So this is good from a perspective of new fans, because now they have lots of different avenues to view the racing. So it's cool because we got, you know, they got Prime Video now and stuff like that. I'm sure someone's going to just stumble across it and be like, oh, hey, NASCAR, like, what the hell? Let's look at this. TNT, I'll be honest, I don't know anything about. Again, you have to bear with me. I'm Canadian, so these they actually don't apply to me. It's still going to be on the same place. But yeah, no, NASCAR will be on now Fox, Prime Video, TNT Sports, and then NBC Sports. So a little bit of a mix up in the middle of the season, so which ain't too bad. I mean, usually it's pretty boring and chilled out by then, anyways. So it's not too crazy midpoint of the season. So
TNT does a good job with NHL. I think Levi can agree with that. So that's exciting to see what they'll do with NASCAR.
I don't like anything but the Red Wings broadcast. Rest my case.
Well, when you're in the playoffs, you don't get those broadcasts.
I wouldn't know what that's like for the last couple of years. Anyways.
Had to fire those shots.
Oh, WBD Max's streaming service will carry all practice and qualifying sessions throughout the seasons. And True TV will carry the linear TV broadcast of those sessions. So I don't know what that actually means, but
I don't know what that means.
Thank you for the update.
Yeah, no problem. Actually, you know what? There is a little tidbit in here about Xfinity. So Xfinity will be exclusively on CW beginning in 2025, and Fox Sports will retain the broadcast rights for the Craftsman Truck Series from 2025 and beyond. So until we have an update on those should remain, I believe, the same. I don't know what it's on for you guys, so I don't know. Everything for me in Canada is on TSN, so I don't know.
What the heck is TSN?
It's
the
like
Sports Network.
It's in the same universe as Tim Hortons. It's like this little weird
hell yeah, dude,
place that
It's
does
run by
Go
their
down to Tim
government.
Hortons, get some wicked good donuts, yeah.
Remember, their government runs everything.
Yeah, it's communism, but with more maple syrup.
and
I mean,
cocaine.
at least it's sweeter.
I botched practice a little bit. Hold on, sorry. For the first 19 race weekends, including the Busch Light Clash, or aside from the Busch Light Clash, Daytona 500, and the All-Star Race, Amazon Prime Video will carry the NASCAR Cup Series practice and qualifying. After that, it gets picked up by WD Max's streaming service. So, yeah, it's going to be interesting if you're a diehard and you watch practice, qualifying, and all the races, because you're going to have to be either rich enough to have all of these streaming platforms available. You're going to have to either be illegally doing it, which I'm sure there's some of you doing. I am not one of those, and I live in Canada, so you can't come after me. And otherwise, yeah, no, it's some mixed things about it. I'm sure it's good for getting new people into the sport. I mean, the good thing about it is it went up a lot, which like price wise. So that's huge for the teams and everyone involved. So that's good for like longevity of the sport. I'm sure all the teams were very happy to hear that went up. So I think they're still dealing with something to see how much each team gets portion of the like media rights deal, because I know that was a big thing that was still going on. Denny Hamlin talks a lot about it on his podcast. But yeah, if you want to hear more about that and you want to hear it in detail, I would go check out the Door Bumper Clear Christmas special. They briefly touched over that, and it was they actually went into quite a bit of detail. So other than that, if you're just here for a quick brief news update, that's about all I got for you. Other than that, anybody else got any racing news? Is there anything?
No, I don't think so. I mean, in F1, biggest thing going on right now is just everybody, chilling out, hanging out, having a good time with the fans and whatnot. FIA did try to bring up some charges, I guess you could say, right? Accusations towards Toto Wolff's wife, who's running the F1 Academy stuff. Anyways, I guess they thought there was some collusion going on. I think everybody kind of thought that was going to be a problem, but it isn't.
With Russia?
No, yeah.
Oh.
No.
Oh, what about the whole Sauber thing?
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, you don't know?
You don't know? Just stupid new name?
Well,
yeah, I was going to say.
So they haven't. I don't think they've officially announced the full name, but basically, Alfa Romeo is no longer. I guess they were like a primary sponsor. Now they're not. So
now
Sauber,
they're with Haas,
who will be known as Stake F1 Team Kick Sauber.
Yeah, I saw that.
That is
what? Kick.
So for those of you who don't know, Kick is a streaming service based. I think it's Australian owned or something, but it's like it's basically a competitor. It's a competitor with
Happy
Twitch.
birthday, Gareth.
It's a competitor with Twitch. Remind me, I got to tell y'all something funny about Gareth later. Don't worry, it's not like a diss. It's actually hilarious. He's on Google Maps, and I got a picture of that.
I saw that.
I thought that was a joke.
No, it's dead ass.
We'll put that on the pod page on the Discord channel.
Yeah, we should make that the new Lab Zero podcast logo. Just Gareth mowing the lawn.
We need to have him on as a guest.
Yeah. Anyways, we got one Australian friend of the podcast. Well, I'm sure there's many more, but the one that we know very well, Gareth McAllister.
I like how he's so crucial to our group because he's Australian.
He's our Australian friend.
That's it. And, there's no other thing that he's like.
Anyways,
and now an Australian guy.
Yeah.
He lives his whole life upside down. He doesn't even know what it is to walk right side up.
Yeah, he got his first big win in our League Zero that we talk about a lot, that Antonio runs, and everybody runs it except for me and Norman, I think, now. But yeah, it's
and Dave. He's never there.
He's a funny fellow from Australia. And Antonio found him on Google Maps mowing his lawn. So it's just freaking amazing. Good stuff.
Doxed.
I really thought that was a joke when you put that up there on the page.
No, that's actually
doxed.
I made it a custom emoji on League Zero too.
No, you didn't, dude.
Yeah, you can react with it now. It's called mow the lawn. Here, I can do it in here. Hold on. Mow the lawn.
Oh, that's too much fun for something that shouldn't be that fun.
No, dude. That's so funny. Mow the lawn. Wallaby.
Oh, man.
Dingoes, babies.
I have an Australian friend. Proud of it.
Talking about F1 names, has Haas and Alfa Romeo released their name yet?
No.
Haas and Alfa Romeo? What do you mean?
Yeah, I figured you'd be the first one to know that.
Yeah. Alfa Romeo is moving to Haas. now.
I thought they
Because-
pulled out entirely.
From what I understand, they couldn't stay with Sauber because they were leaving. Ferrari was leaving them as an engine provider, so they moved to Haas because they're still getting Ferrari engines.
Man, we're gonna have to freaking.
We should fact check that because I'm
Okay.
pretty
We'll
sure.
fact check that at a later time.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
That
It's
This is
Christmas.
a Christmas episode.
Yeah, this
It's
is
our
Christmas. We don't give two
Christmas
We're
shits
just
about
bullshitting.
Alfa Romeo.
We're supposed
Yeah.
to be bullshitting, and now we're going fact checking. Come on, boys.
All right.
Anyway, so
We'll move
besides
forwards.
that, really nothing's going on. Norman was in a road Atlanta. He went to a track and raced a race car, or what resembles a race car. And that
It
was
looks like a
pretty
race
cool.
car.
Does it?
Tell us
Yeah.
about this
Yeah.
fine experience you've had.
Yeah, no joke. Go for it, man. Drop
Did
in.
you blow any engines this week?
No, big thanks to Cheatin' Slow, who is the team that I ran with this weekend, or not a few weekends ago. Wow, a
Also,
few
my
weekends
motto
ago.
for life. Also,
Yeah.
my motto for life.
Yeah. So we run an E36 convertible, and it poured rain and was cold all weekend in Road Atlanta. It was
That's a BMW, by the way, for people who don't know.
yes. Well, I
That's
figured
not a New
listen-
Balance tennis shoe.
No, I got them new kicks. Those E36s.
Those new E36s.
Lit.
Yeah, I'm gonna cop
The
the
arch
E36.
support's crazy.
That's like a
I can tell
1992
what
to
you are,
99 vehicle.
It's the 92 version of it.
There you go. Oh, you got the oldest one possible, then.
Yeah.
Man.
So
Are those the ones with the leather toes? Anyway, I'm sorry. I'm done.
No, you're not, because
Wrong.
you said this last time and you just kept going.
I'm done.
So the team had their best overall finish ever. We finished P17. So the car never came off tracks for a mechanical issue. We did have one overnight because it's Lemons, so you run 7 hours on Saturday, 7 hours on Sunday. Everyone has the evening to fix their car. We thought the diff was shifting in the car, so we replaced the bolt in it and locked it down.
Hold up
stripped it out.
Hold up one second. For everybody that doesn't know, we talked about it before, but if you don't know, 24-hour Lemons is like, it's a play on Le Mans, but it's with cars that have limited money that you can put into the cars,
Limited.
supposedly. Yeah.
Yeah, supposedly.
Yeah, supposedly the way you're supposed to play this game is you do a limited price on your car budget, and then you put the car in. Sorry, I didn't mean to stop you. I just want to let everybody know what's going on. But that's what he did with another guy, helped him out, and gave him a ride and all that good stuff. So
Yeah. I'm just a driver. I'm not an owner. I do own a car in the series, but I've been just paying to drive a car right now because it's easier than keeping a car up. We did good. The owner was extremely happy. I did Saturday have a poop scare. Code Brown. I had a guy coming onto the backstretch. I got caught behind a slow car, and another, I think it was a red BMW, tried to get on the gas really quickly, and he ended up having to put too much wheel in it, so he didn't run into the car that I was checked up behind. He got loose and started tail flapping the car. He tried to save it and came back across the track, and I had a decision to slam the brakes on or accelerate. I chose the acceleration point, and I'm going to explain this. It's like fishing. The guy, to me, was like inches from hitting the back of the car. He probably was about 8 miles behind me when he finally slid across the track, but
He was right there.
yeah, it just doesn't make a good story.
no, it doesn't. And at the time in the car, everything was happening right then and there. So hopefully we'll get some video on that soon. There was a GoPro in the car. Should catch the rearview mirror, so we should see how close he was to the car when he comes sliding behind me. And I
So
hope
we
he
just
was.
don't even see him in the mirror.
Yeah, that's what's gonna happen.
He's
No one's
non-existent.
gonna even see him. All you're gonna see is him slide off the side of the track and me go by, and I'll be like, "That was it." No, it wasn't.
Man, GoPros do nothing justice. I had this one
No.
guy spin from the top of the track and come down across my nose, and it was like an inch. But you look at the GoPro, and it's like, man, you weren't even gonna touch him. It's like, man.
Yeah. But Saturday was a big day for us because we were in a competitive zone, so we had to try. I was the second stint. Me personally, I did the best I could, gave it all I had, but my personal opinion is I got to get better. My stint was drying out and I was doing really good, and then heavy rain came. When the heavy rain came, I lost all confidence in the car. It has very bad braking. You can't put any steering input in, and the rear end likes to become snappy under braking. So I was very easy on the brakes for the rest of the day when it got wet. I wish I would have done better, but that's near here nor there. We still did good. It was a little scary doing 120 in the kink on the backstretch in the rain, and all you see is mist in the sky, and then right as you get to the braking zone, it looks like a Christmas tree of brake lights.
Yeah, I was really, really surprised when you told us that earlier, that they don't have lights on these cars, like F1 or something, like you have to put on any kind of flasher or anything. It was kind of weird to me.
There's a few cars that are running headlights, so their tail lights are on, but I don't know if y'all have been down the interstate at 70 miles an hour in a heavy rain with the mist. It's still like at 10 feet, you start losing those tail lights because it's not something that's like repetitive flashing.
Yeah.
And it's not really that bright either. So then they all hit their brakes and everything just lights up in front of you. And you're like, oh, everyone's braking now.
We better get on the brakes too.
Yeah. So it was fun. The good news is if my car is not ready for Barber at the first weekend of February, I am his number one choice for driver at Barber in his car. So I have a seat at Barber. That's the good news.
He must have done
Cool,
something
man.
right.
Yeah.
Congrats.
Yeah, for sure, dude. That's badass. You got to actually race a car on a racetrack. So,
Yeah.
besides Antonio, I mean, doing
Hey
his
man, you
legend
do it
thing.
better than me. I haven't been racing in the car since friggin' July, so
Swerve.
doing better than me. Hey, but wait a minute. Was this your first race of 2023?
No, second.
Okay, well, all right. I was gonna make fun of you, but it's not as bad, I guess.
I raced Bowling Green, September?
Oh yeah, right. I forgot about that.
So,
Well, since we're talking about real life racing, I got a friggin' loaded season next year. But guess what? I don't know if I told you guys this, but we took our we bare framed the chassis and we took it down to there's this guy who's got a jig down there, and he welds new like front and rear clips on and checks he's got like a frame jig too, so you can put it in and see if it's straight. Because basically the way the Legend chassis works is like the front is a big 8, the front clip's a big H, the rear clip's a big H, and then the middle section of the car is like almost oval, like an oval shape. Like there's nothing straight on the center part, so if you bend it, it's a complete pain in the ass without a jig to see if it's bent. Anyways, we found out my front clip was completely way out, so it was kind of nice to hear because we've been chasing a tight problem, which was probably due to a clip being bent. So I got that all changed up. We actually ended up building our own frame jig too, with like 2x3 3/16 what do they call it? That steel pipe. So that's cool. We ended up building a little frame jig for it, welded some tabs on. So looking good. Next year's going to be looking pretty straight, so that's good. Other than that, yeah, I got a lot of kart races next season. I think we're doing like 10 or something, so that'd be cool.
Wow, man. That's a lot.
That's in Legends, correct?
Yep.
Hell yeah.
how many road
US
courses are you
Legend
planning
car.
on doing?
Well, so I race at Evergreen Speedway in Monroe, Washington. So it's an oval. They have that. It's got a 3/8 oval and a 5/8 oval. So the 5/8 they typically run like super lates or Arca West comes there. No Arca West this year, which is crappy, but typically Arca West comes there. So they're doing this thing where apparently they're going to utilize They did this last year. I didn't get to go because it was in October and my car was broken. But they're doing this thing where they're doing road course races, and they're doing 2. And one of the regional races is it's like some sort of Roval course, I guess, sort of thing. So that'll be kind of cool. Hopefully we can do something there because I got probably more road experience than most of them do. Just because I don't know. I'm completely hypothesizing. I'm sure a lot of these guys are great on everything, but I do know most of the guys that run are oval only guys, so that might be cool if we could finish top 3 or something crazy on the road course section of it. So we'll have to see what happens, but yeah, 2 of them are so. Other than that, though, no actual scheduled road circuit racing. There's just not much here, man. Unless I go to Vegas, we're thinking at some point Vegas does the bull ring and the Las Vegas Winter
Strip.
Nationals are also on a road course.
Yeah, they're gonna have y'all run with.
Yeah, we're gonna
F1
run
out
with
there.
F1. Yeah, lap times 4 minutes and 13 seconds.
Get lost, go down the wrong road.
Why am I in the fountain? No. How did I end up in Long Beach? No,
Think about
anyways.
your legend running down that long straightaway down the strip.
It'd be scary, man. Honestly, though, it'd be too scary, though, because at those speeds, if you wreck, you're gonna just fold that frame up. I will say, though,
But it also would take forever.
The cage in those things actually aren't as secure as you think they are. They look pretty beefy, but man, I can't lie. There's been a lot of wrecks in the last few years where I'm like, damn, he completely compromised the entire cage. This one guy, I think I showed you guys a video. Now, given this is an extremely exceptional circumstance because basically he went wheel to wheel with a guy. He was on the inside, the other guy was on the outside. And this was probably apex of the corner. And he went wheel to wheel, hopped him, and he basically did an endo. So his nose was facing, the front of the car was facing the ground, and the rear of the car was facing the sky. And he hit the wall at that angle. And there's basically the chassis has the main center part of the chassis, aside from front clip and rear clip, has these 2 rails that come up basically, and as if you were to take your hands right in front of you and go swing them back and forth. And there's a bar that comes across that's basically, let's say, at a diagonal angle, a foot from your head. And anyways, where that bar comes across and the 2 front bars meet, he actually snapped those right off, and they came down and hit his hands and bent his steering wheel.
Oh, man.
Because he hit it at such a crazy angle. He was fine, but it was just whoa, that was crazy. So you can definitely compromise the roll cage pretty easily in those cars. I mean, shit, dude, on road courses, what did we get up to? In the rain at Mission. So Mission straightaway is not even a quarter mile. And we were doing 115 miles an hour. That's pretty friggin' quick. Now, you got to remember, that's not that fast, but that's fast for those cars, man.
Yeah.
Those things top out in the dry. I bet you we'd have been doing 200 because 200k. Sorry, so what is that in miles an hour? Let me look. Hold on, I gotta convert that shit. I think it's 120. Yeah, that's 125. Imagine doing 125 in a 5/8 scale car that's got only, I don't know, what is it, 2.5 inch tube frame, maybe 2. So
Yeah,
it's pretty sketch.
Fast.
You can fold the thing up pretty easily if you wreck. So
I'll put it to you this way: I was doing 120 through the kink at Road Atlanta, down that long straightaway.
yeah, and that's a full size car.
Yeah,
Yeah, so it's pretty sketchy. Now I don't know what they do that much, but I'm thinking in Vegas they're probably going pretty quick. These cars give off a huge draft because they're odd and ugly shaped. So yeah, we had some
They're
crazy
bricks.
stuff at Mission. It was fun, but anywho, aside from the real racing, 2024 is shaping up to be pretty cool. We got a good NASCAR season coming up. We got F1 coming up. We got Daytona 500. It's not that far away, actually, too, now that I think
all
about it.
kicks off here in a week or so with the Chili Bowl.
Yep.
Yeah,
Well,
the Chili
yeah,
Bowl
and,
in Tulsa, Oklahoma.
And what about
Also,
the Rolex?
Oklahoma.
Chili Bowl.
Good old chili bowl.
What about the Rolex 24? I know we're still like a month away from that.
Hold on, Rolex 24. You putting that up against old chili bowl? Okay.
Yeah.
You're going to piss off some dirt boys.
Come on now. What are we talking about here? It's chili bowl down there.
Come on now, dog. Come on now.
We don't have a driver lineup for the chili bowl yet, do we?
Man, a lot of dudes doing little circles in the dirt inside.
bet
It's
you
inside.
Kyle-
Who ain't racing? If you ain't racing, you ain't
What?
chasing the man, the golden man.
Yeah, the golden man, the Miller.
Well, Christopher Bell's going to be there. Kyle Larson's going to be there. Who else will be there?
Tony will probably be down
Tony
there, even though
Stewart's
he's not
probably
racing.
be there,
Yeah.
even though he's not racing.
Tony is now full-time in drag
Casey.
racing.
Alex
Casey
Bowman's
I
going to be there.
know, right?
Casey Kane will be there.
Casey Kane will be there.
He's my favorite country music singer.
Who else is
Casey
there, boy?
Kane.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that is pretty cool. I talk about it from time to time. I don't know if Antonio actually knew this, but the damn thing's inside a building. It's a dirt racetrack that's inside
it's
a building.
cool. Yeah,
the
Chili Bowl's
trophy
kinda
is a
cool.
naked golden man.
It is a naked golden man. Dave loves that part for some reason.
It's hilarious. It's just so emasculating. It's like, come race these badass cars in the dirt, and here's your prize.
He's got a belt buckle that says Tulsa. He's wearing no shirt. All right,
Isn't that
he's chiseled
manly as
up.
hell?
Yeah, he's chiseled up 80s style. He's got a hard hat on, and he's standing next to a drilling rig. Like, I don't
Nothing
know what else you
manlier than
want.
that.
I don't know what else you want, dude. It's Oklahoma in a nutshell. I don't get what if you don't want that.
That's
then I don't know.
Oklahoma in a nutshell.
Yeah, pretty much, bro.
Shirtless dudes. Golden shirtless dudes.
Golden
those of you-
shirtless dude.
For those of you who don't know, you can catch the Tulsa Shootout as well as the 2024 Chili Bowl Nationals
Oh, man,
on
that's
Flow
so sad.
Racing. So go check that out.
On what racing?
Flow Racing, baby.
How much does that cost a month?
FLO. You don't want to know. I'm just kidding. I actually don't know, or I'd tell you.
Yeah,
let me see.
but the crazy thing about these, and not the crazy thing, but one of the coolest things I think about these, this style of racing and stuff is they are hauling ass around that little track, and when they wreck, it looks bad.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, yeah, they fly in the air like Mario Kart. Like,
And so, yeah, and so the first thing
how'd
they
that go
did,
again, Dave?
you know, like when you get the red shell and they like,
so the first thing they did was they stretched the I guess what do you call it, keeper fence or whatever you want to call it, like the
I
fencing.
don't know what it's called.
And then on one end they put up billboards, like there's actually boards there, and those cars will like start flipping and they just end up running up those billboards. It's just crazy.
It's crazy.
It is
Crazy
$40
nuts.
per month. That might be Canadian though. That might be Canadian.
Flow
Hold on.
TV.
Yep. Or you
Man.
can pay.
Is that the same flow from Progressive?
Or
I was
you
gonna-
pay
I was gonna say, if
$13
she's
and
on
20.
there, mate.
Or you pay $13 and
Flo gotta go
25 cents a
on.
month, but you have to bill it annually.
Shit, Flo gonna be there? Shit, I might be there.
And I can confirm the $39.99 is in fact American. So that's pretty tough for me. So
That's pretty
guess who
cool.
won't be watching
Dang.
it? This guy.
It's
I
like
think
it's
you
like
can. That's
it's
why I
like
miss.
pay-per-view fights, man. I just wait for 5 minutes till after the fight's over, and then it's free.
Well, that's why I miss.
Hey, now, you
what
can't
was it?
tell people
Speed TV covered a lot of dirt track stuff, and I kind of miss it. The old Speed TV, the way it was.
Yeah, Speed was cool. We used to have Speed up here too. That's kind of nice.
Really?
And then you legalized it.
And then we
Yeah.
what?
That was a drug joke. That was a Canadian drug joke. I was circling back. I guess y'all didn't.
Oh,
think
yeah,
it was
yeah.
fine.
The
I
weed
didn't
jokes.
pick it up.
Not
Sorry.
all of it. Not all
Yeah,
of
at
it
least-
hits.
At least I
Doesn't.
can't have 0.01 of hold on, what are you guys measuring? Pounds? 0.01 of a pound of weed and I won't get arrested, just saying.
Wow,
Good for you, dude. Living
Yeah,
the
I'm cooler,
dream
I'm
right
cooler
now.
than you guys.
that's cool.
And I don't even fucking
Live-
smoke
live-
pot. What a freaking
I don't
what
even
a waste.
smoke, but I can.
What a waste
If I
of the
want
law.
to.
I know. Can I just donate this law to Dave?
Can
Dave
you
gets an
donate?
exception in America. It's fine. I'm giving him my.
I have a friend in Canada. I have a friend in Canada.
That doesn't work, man.
You know how you get
I
like the
withdraw
N-word
those
pass?
days.
I'm giving
Sure.
my Dave my
My friend
drug
lives in
card. Use
Canada.
my
He
drug
said it's
pass.
okay.
Oh, well, in that case, here. Light up, friend.
Oh, are
doesn't
you talking
work out
about Antonio Bianchi?
Yeah.
Like, yeah. He's like,
Famed
oh, yeah.
legend racer.
We got
Famous,
an email.
US
You're
legend
good.
car
Have a
racer.
good-
Finished
Famous.
337th in points last year. Woo! Let's go.
Suck it. Yeah, that's worse than I ever was in points.
No, I'm just kidding. I don't even know. You know, I wonder if. Hold on.
You know what? Hold on. Anyways, yeah. Really, we just hitting you up, and all of our little listeners. Sorry it was such a break, but you know it's Christmas, man, and racing's over, so we're taking our break too.
Oh my gosh! Hold on. Wait. What did I say? What number?
Hold on.
What number did I say? 337. I was 359.
Wow, good job.
I didn't even think I'd actually be on
Out
here.
of
That was a joke.
360?
No, out of 423. Because I only did like 2 or 3 races last year before everything hit the fan.
Oh, and did it hit the fan?
There's another guy named Antonio Gonzalez. He finished 384th. That's right. See, I'm the better one. That's all it is.
That's right. You're Antonio 1.
There's probably another Antonio in front of you, though.
Yeah, this is the way they do the points, though. It's like you earn the points regionally, but you're scored like nationwide. Or not nationwide, like
Is
globally.
on your side.
I hate you all. But anyways, you're scored globally, so like all the guys at the top, it's like California, Nevada, Florida. It's just like all the countries that are, not sun all year round. Oh, actually, Dylan Wolf's from Washington. I know that guy. I raced with him. He came 8th. That's kind of cool. Anyway.
That's your legend update.
I have no updates. I'm getting ready in the next month to go to Florida for the 24 Hours of Daytona. So I'll have updates for you later. So
you're going.
Before that, this podcast, I don't know if I can officially drop this or not, is trying to put a car into the 24 hour of iRacing. 24 hour Daytona, is that correct?
Yes.
24 hours iRacing, Daytona, 24 hours Daytona at iRacing.com. Wait, what? Yeah, I'm not with it. This is not one of my best nights. But yeah, talking. I talk. I know talk.
Yes. We are looking for the virtual Rolex 24 to put in a GT3.
The Daytona of iRacing hours 24 of.
Thanks, man. Thanks for making me feel better. Yeah, anyways, 24 hours Daytona on iRacing. It comes before the actual 24. And we're going to put a Porsche, I think. A Porsche is, I think, what we're going to put in, right?
Yeah.
Yes, no?
Yeah.
So come out. We're totally ready, okay? We've already got setups ready. We've already got time slots ready. We've got paint job on the, it's already done. Car's ready. We're ready.
Stop. They know us better than that. These are
Yeah,
still
that's a
our friends
lie. We haven't done any of that. We haven't done a paint job. We don't have we just
you guys
picked
even
a car.
turned a lap?
Has anyone turned one practice lap?
My rig is unplugged. It's been unplugged for 3 months, okay? It'll get plugged up tomorrow, and then I'll start running laps.
And we know Jared and Marshall are out there already practicing.
Yeah, Dave, have you ever drove the Porsche?
Dave, is your dog?
Yes, he has.
You should let him know.
I've done 2 24 hours of Daytona in the Porsche, and I've done 1 Le Mans in the Porsche.
Well, there you go. You've driven it more than me. I did 4 hours Daytona race by myself.
Every time I did it, I had a teammate that would just destroy the car.
Yeah, well, wait for that because it's going to happen again.
So I hope
we go Nick Peterson. Just kidding.
No, dude. It was old Brandon Dwan. Remember that guy?
I do remember Brandon Dwan. If you're
Unfortunately,
listening, buddy, hi. How you doing?
Miss you. I'm not saying
you're listening.
that
I don't miss you.
You weren't a bad teammate, but you wrecked that car, dude. You wrecked it.
He knows he wrecked the car.
We started on pole in our first attempt, and then he wrecked it on the start. And
tore it for the team.
We went
literally.
for 4 hours into that race, and then my other teammate wrecked it, and then we quit and started again.
On the next slot, time slot,
and it was a better split, and I started that race, I think, and then anyway, about 16 hours in the race, he binned it. Oh, bro, it was heartbreaking. We finished the race. They quit though. They were like, nope, deuces, and I finished. I did 2-3 hour stints to finish the race. It's horrible.
I've done a 12-hour of Sebring, and we came out and did really well, and then I went out and bent the car with Antonio and Levi.
Let's try again, boys. We can do it. I'm dedicated.
I do remember that.
I revenged myself in last year's 12 hours of Sebring.
Did you though?
Well, y'all didn't run with me. I ran with some other people.
That's why it happened. No,
When I get her going, boys. So
But
I ran a 12-hour with you. Was it a 12-hour or 4-hour that I ran with you?
did we
Let's
run?
see.
Did you run the 12 hours with
With
me last
Brian.
year?
Brian
with Brian,
Robinson?
yeah.
Yeah, no, we did good. I had fun
Yeah.
with that. Remember, because you were like, dude, you're going to wreck the car because I kept flashing lights and just swerving back and forth on the last lap.
Yeah.
And you're like, stop it.
like,
Norman
"We made
actually
it
got
this
mad
far."
at me like a dad. He was like, stop it right now.
And that was the race that we did. We would have been competitive for like a top 10, but we had that car unluckily spin out in front of me and slide right back across the track in front of me.
Yeah, that was bad. I can vouch for him. That was bullshit. Anyways, moving on.
Hey,
Yeah,
but in real racing, we have cars on the track at Daytona for the Rolex 24.
we do. I mean, we
Yes.
do.
We do.
Oh, yeah, no, yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, it's very, very
Testing. It's very
quick
sparse,
testing.
but there
Yeah,
are cars on the track. The new GT3 Mustangs out there. Ooh, and it looks good.
it does look good. I'll give you that.
And it
Son of a
sounds
gun.
good too.
Yeah, it sounds American as hell. For sure. For sure.
Dave, look in pod banter.
Oh, great.
It's always good. You know it's going to be good.
Yeah. Everyone's running to pod banter now.
stop it, dude. That's so funny.
Good
That's
stuff.
so funny, bro.
So there was. I'll let y'all know. Never let anybody know what we're laughing about, so I'm gonna let you know. Dave one time never let his dog out while we were doing a podcast, and so dog's like in the background because we can see each other, so we can give each other cues, visual cues. And Dave's dog's in the background just staring at the door. Poor little guy just wanted out. And he's just totally ignored. He just keeps talking. We're like putting in chat, hey, let your dog out. And Antonio's just made it a little
Custom
pin that you
emoji?
can- yeah, custom
Yeah, if you join the
emoji you can put
Discord,
up at
you
any
can
time.
actually use it as an emote.
Yeah, join the Discord and you'll see what we're talking about there. But yeah, good stuff. Good stuff all the way. I like that one. But yeah, I'm excited about
That's
the 24.
funny,
It's been a long time since I've been racing. So
No rain. We don't have to worry about rain coming in during the 24.
which kind of sucks, but okay. One
Yeah.
of these days I race and go get rain. One freaking day.
Yeah,
Sometime in the near
it's coming.
future.
Don't worry, it's coming. But
I know, we've been hearing that. I promise you that, bud.
no, I think what
Yeah.
they're gonna do is they're just gonna drop it surprising on everyone. There's gonna be an update right before the 24. They're not gonna tell us what it's for, and everyone's gonna start in the rain.
Oh,
Dave will be upset about this.
yeah. I'll be there for it though.
Yeah, we'll be. We'll be too. But yeah,
Hey.
anything else y'all got to add?
No, man. Merry Christmas to
Rain
everyone.
separates the men from the boys.
Rain represents the dry from the wet.
What?
I'm telling you, I think I stroked out right before we started.
I
Are you
don't
having a
think
stroke right now? What did he call 911?
Maybe I should need to eat some food. I don't know.
All right.
Anyways.
Well, Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night.
Yeah, Merry Christmas to you mofos out there. Have a good time.
Yes.
Be around family.
And baby Jesus was born.
Yeah, Bibba Jesus, as Jeremy Clarkson says. And
He
we got
does?
the music going.
Dave's still
he
playing the
does.
friggin' piano over here.
Yeah, the organ. We got the organ in the background, walking us out onto a glorious sunset of a podcast.
Yes, and also Happy New Year's if you don't hear from us before then.
Yeah,
probably
Happy New
won't.
Year's. And have one for me if you drink, and if not, then, have a chip and dip for me or something.
And if not, then let your dog out because he's at the door.
Yeah, let your dog out. He's
No,
at the
not.
door. That's going to be our new outro for next year. Every time at the end of the podcast. And let your dog out because he's at the door. Talk to y'all later.
See y'all.
Anyways, good job. Y'all guys have fun. Peace, love, harmony. Here we go, 24.
Ford sucks. So does Norman.
God bless
We
you.
love you all. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. Norman still sucks.